All right, so I wanted to do a quick run through of how to set up Fireflies. And I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do this. So I'm assuming you've already created an account. If you have not, go to fireflies AI. You can sign up. I am on, I'll just open up a new tab over here. So if you go during the sign up process, I am currently on the individual pro plan. I don't use the business one, although you can. Um, so I recommend Pro to start off with. If you want to capture the videos, then you can use the business, but Pro should be fine. But what you're going to want to do is open up Fireflies. And the first thing I want you to do is open up your settings. So if you come over here and you click into settings, you're actually going to be able to open this up, and I'm going to walk you through the settings that I have. So the first one is setting your language. Mine is in English. For what meetings it joins, I just say anything with a web conference link. I don't restrict it to anything I own or anything like that. Just anything I'm invited to is good. Notes, I only send the notes to people from my team or only me. Set it to only me so like nothing leaks. Trust me, weird things can happen with meeting transcripts, or if you have like a sales call and something happens, like it's better to have it just set to only me. And then for the recap links, I just say anyone with a link. It makes it super easy to share. Auto request, access to meetings, I turn this to on, and that way, it doesn't matter what meeting I'm in. If it's on my calendar, it tries to knock on the door and enter. It does that. Email notification, I don't send prep notifications. I click that to do not send. I do not auto delete my meetings at all. My AI apps privacy, I put that to only me, so nobody else has access to that. I choose to record the meeting video. This is only available to the business plan. Nowadays, when I signed up, it was already part of the pro plan, but I choose to record video meetings. It's nice to have a backup. It's not necessary if you feel confident you're not going to lose content, but I pay for the video one and I make sure that's on. I don't touch meeting rules. And I also leave on the notification because this is required in the EU, according to AI regulation, that an AI is present and is in the meeting. And then you can skip industry settings and vocabulary settings. You can skip the API key. You can skip webhook. Doesn't matter. And I usually share the meeting notification in the chat, and I don't send any emails. And that is my back end setup. The most important thing is that you get all the meetings in the conference link. Now, how do you actually get this thing into your meetings? If you go over here on the left side and click over to integration, you can actually search with the different apps it integrates with. The most important one for us is Zoom. So what I want you to do is, if it doesn't already say active for Zoom, I want you to click activate, and then it's going to take you through the process of plugging it into your Zoom. This is super important because then it'll automatically be added to our Zoom meetings. The other nifty thing you can do is coming over here, going back to the apps and integrations over here. I can actually do Google Meet, and you can plug it into this one too. So come over here. There's going to be like a connect button. Make sure it's connected to Google Meet. Make sure it's connected to Zoom, and those should cover your big bases when it comes to that thing. And by the way, this thing has a million different integrations for different apps. It also has different apps that you can dive into for a lot of things. I'm not using any of these currently, but there's a whole bunch of ones that developers are making that's really cool. And here's a pro tip. Let's suppose you are in a meeting and Firefly is not in there, you can actually click in this top right hand corner, click add to live meeting, and then I'll just go ahead and open up Zoom over here. So if I click over here, click invite and get my invite link, I can head back over to Fireflies and I can just paste in that invite link, and then the AI will actually be invited to my meeting. I actually just did this, so and that's why. But after you click that button, click start capturing, as I just did this, you'll actually see that Fireflies is waiting in the lobby, and you can just let them in. So in the event that none of the integrations work, just come over here, click add to live meeting, paste that in, and they should be good to go and get you invited. The next thing you can do is actually upload videos. So I just recorded a video on my computer. This is really nifty because I can do like voice clips. I can also do videos, and it'll treat it like a meeting. So once I upload that video, you can see it uploading. It'll actually be a part of my meetings, and it'll treat it the same. So it creates an overview, it'll create notes, it will make a full transcript, and it's a really nifty tool for making sure we keep all of our content in one place, and also makes sure you can search it later. Another cool thing you can do is actually go in here, and let's suppose you're like uploading a video for your curriculum. You can actually come in here and copy the overview or the entire summary. And then this is really good for when it comes to like creating content for like the description of a video, right? You can come in here. Also, cool things you use, you can click questions. You can see a list of every single question that was asked during the meeting. So if you forget a question, you just come in here, make sure you have it, go answer it properly. It's really cool. Another thing I really like is you can actually search anything. So let's suppose I talk about like sales funnel, right? It'll actually go into every single meeting, and it's going to go ahead and grab every instance of me mentioning sales funnel. So here I'm talking about our sales funnel and the meeting I gave today. Here I share a mistake I made with one of our internal employees about around a sales funnel. And you can just kind of do that across every meeting, which can be really useful, especially if you're looking for information about a specific topic. I think that can be really useful. And another thing I use it for a lot is, like, let's suppose I did a sales call, which I had one here. I can just come up here, click share, and then I can copy a link to that and share it with somebody. And then they can open it up on their phone or app, and they can actually treat it like a podcast. So they can listen back to it, especially since there's actually an iOS app that's really cool. So Fireflies has an iOS app, so you can download it onto your phone. You can listen and access not all the functionality available in the web app, but a lot of it. You can at least listen back to meetings. And I also think they have an Android app too. Let's see. I'm hoping they do. Yes, I believe they do. Yep, there you go. So there's an Android app as well. But yeah, Fireflies is super cool. I've been using it since it came out. I'm a big fan of it. I think we're only scratching the surface of what can happen when you have a dedicated repository of all the transcripts of all of your meetings in the age of AI. So I encourage you to keep on feeding all of your meetings into this incredible system. Don't be afraid to play around with some of the apps and integrations. It's also can be a really convenient way for you to grab sound bites. This is a cool app they have where it just grabs like little bits that if you think it could be good for content. I'm not going to show you that tool now, but I just wanted to put that on your radar because there's a bunch of cool shit you can do with this software that is going to only get better over time. So start feeding the system, start using it, add it to all of your meetings, whether on Zoom or Google Meets or anywhere. And happy selling, happy school building. Thank you so much for your time. Send you lots of love.